I genuinely believe traveling for the last 3 years is one of the main reasons I've been able to come this far. And when I say this far, I don't mean making X amount of money or buying X materialistic thing, but I mean this far into living a life that I genuinely love. I'm in Greece right now, just to give you some context, with 15 of my students that are making money through the same skill that I started making money with 2 years ago. And I'm in that position because I started traveling. Not because traveling makes you money in and of itself, or because you suddenly become productive the second that you land in Thailand or Bali, but because of something different. Traveling gives you a different perspective. Let me explain. When I look back at all the successes I've had, whether it's financial, personal, relationships, all the opportunities that I've had in my life, most of them came from one decision, which was to leave home. And if you're in your 20s, trying to build a life where you can make money remotely, travel, I think leaving your hometown as quickly as possible might be the best decision that you can make, the highest ROI decision that you can make in your 20s by far. So I'm going to address 3 main points in this video of why I think traveling can genuinely just change your life. And the first one is traveling puts your back against the wall. When you're at home trying to build a remote income, which is what most people are doing, you have your parents around you, you have your friends around you, you have the house you've always lived in around you, and you're just comfortable. You're settled in, you don't have bills to pay, you feel like you have the time. You feel like you can relax for now and you can try bits and bobs here and there, but you never actually go in on anything. And let me tell you a story. When I started my journey, I did that exact same thing for a year, and it was the biggest mistake I've ever done. And that's why I'm telling you that you should do something different. Because for the first year, I didn't leave my hometown and I was comfortable. I had my parents to fall back on, I had my friends telling me that it was all good, and then I was in a rush for no reason. The second I left, you know what happened? I started making money. The first 12 months of my journey, I made basically $0. And the 13th month, I moved to Thailand, and after a month, I made my first $2,000 completely from my laptop. And that shows me that traveling and putting your back against the wall through traveling when you're young and when you have no choice but to make it work, when you have to roll that dice and you have to get a 6, is one of the best decisions you could ever make. When I was in Thailand that first month, I remember vividly, I was staying in a hotel room, sharing it with my friend, and the room cost $15 per night. And I remember us going down to the reception every 3 days and paying the room in cash to make sure we didn't run out of our savings, because together we had like $700 to our name. And I was born in a very privileged background, I can't complain, but having your back against the wall doesn't forcibly mean that you're not gonna have food to eat. I knew that if something went wrong, I could go back to where I came from. But the ego and the mental framework that you put yourself in when you do something like that, when you take that bold move that most people are never willing to take, it just puts you in a different place and you feel like you have no option but to make it work. I remember at the time, very differently to now, I worked ridiculous hours. I was working 12 hours a day, all night long in Thailand. Not because I was some inspirational guru or because I was more disciplined than everyone, because I felt like I had no choice. When I was comfortable back in my hometown, I didn't feel that need. The second I got out of my comfort zone and I needed to make money for next month to be able to stay where I was, something switched in me. And that's when I said, fuck, traveling can really change my life. The biggest benefit of traveling isn't the work, it's the people you meet. And that takes me to my second point. Traveling is how you meet the people that change your life. I've said this in previous videos, but to get lucky, you have to be in contact with people. Luck doesn't come as an event, it comes as a person that suddenly changes the way you see things, suddenly gives you an opportunity you didn't even think was possible. But that doesn't happen if you stay in your hometown, closed in your bedroom, on your laptop, trying to make your dropshipping store work. I think people massively overestimate learning skills and massively underestimate how much the people they know can change their lives. I'll give you an example. When I went to Thailand for the first time, I met James, who is now one of my best friends, works with me, has helped me build this YouTube channel from the ground up and a coaching business that sustains a lifestyle that I love. If it wasn't for that trip, if it wasn't for that one dinner, for that going out of my comfort zone and trying to meet someone different, I probably wouldn't be here. And same for every single connection I've had so far. And all these guys having dinner behind me, they all did the same thing. They traveled to Greece to meet random people they didn't know, and all they knew was there's gonna be 15 people there. I've never seen them besides on a screen. They still took that leap, and look at them now. Today, half the people here made over $1,000 in commissions. But that doesn't happen when you sit in your hometown and you don't move. And I think the biggest problem with our generation, me included, is we spend so much time on our phones scrolling. But the truth is, if you were to travel now, spend your last $500 on a plane ticket, and have one meaningful conversation, you will quickly realize that one conversation could change your life more than 1 year of consuming content constantly. Because again, luck and opportunities come through people. And the third point is, traveling makes you smarter. I didn't appreciate this enough when I started out. I thought traveling was cool. I was proud to do it. I thought it was cool to see a few things here and there. The truth is, it makes you such a more well-rounded person. Different cultures, beliefs, priorities. Makes you realize your hometown and your group of friends from high school aren't really the center of the world, not even close. You become better socially. You become better at understanding other people's struggles. And all of that spills into business. If you understand people better, you sell better, you network better, you become more valuable. Traveling doesn't just change the way you think, it changes who you are. And one of the things most people don't really realize is how important environment is. Your environment genuinely just shapes who you are. And the problem is when you're closed in your hometown, no one is moving, no one's in motion, no one's trying to build businesses and do cool shit. But when you go out, you go travel, the chances that you collide with people that are in a similar path, trying to change perspectives, trying to build cool stuff, is just way higher. But suddenly you go out of your hometown, you go to Thailand, you go to Bali, and everyone out of the blue is building businesses, is about it, is doing sports, is talking to people. And whether people like to admit it or not, you become a lot like the people you're around. A question I ask myself constantly is, does my current environment support the place that I want to go? Does it support the person that I want to become? And for most people, the answer to that question is no. Ask yourself that question. If the answer is no, then I can tell you, one of the easiest things you can do to change that and to completely shift the trajectory that your life is on right now is to start traveling. Travel isn't suddenly going to make you rich or successful. Some people travel and waste their entire life. But what travel gives you, if you're trying to build something online, is something you can't get anywhere else. It gives you an advantage over everyone else trying to build stuff that is not willing to move to where the action is. It forces growth. It introduces you to people you'd probably never meet. And it forces you to see life through a different lens, different perspective. When I look back at my life, a lot of the big events happened after I decided to hop on a plane. And that's why for me, and I think most people in their 20s, traveling isn't the reward, but it's the catalyst. It's that one thing that could change where your life is going. And I'll be honest, like a lot of people will ask me, how the hell are you able to afford traveling when you're in your 20s? And I always give the same answer. If you watch my channel before, then you know that it's through a skill called appointment setting. It might be the easiest skill there is to make your first 3 to 5K a month. Sure as hell is not going to make you a millionaire in the first 3 months of doing it, probably not even in the first year. But if all you want is to start having a remote income, start traveling the world, then appointment setting might just be the thing for you. So I'll make it easy for you. There's a link in the description of this video where you can book a call with my team to have a quick chat. If I genuinely think that we can help you, then we'll show you exactly what are the steps that you need to take to go from 0 to 3 to 5K a month as an appointment setter with full support, but only if you're the right fit. So if you're not willing to work your ass off, invest your energy and your resources into learning a skill. And if you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone, then don't bother. But if you're willing to do all these things, you want to travel the world, and you're in a situation similar to what I was 3 years ago, then appointment setting might just be the thing for you. But yeah, with that, I'll see you on the next one.